I've spent the last 1,100 days obsessing over what makes content go viral. And today I'm dropping every single secret I know and I've learned about hooks, algorithms, formats. No fluff, just what's actually going to get you views, get you followers, get you fans. So over the last 1,000, say plus days, my sole focus has been going how we can go viral. The reason is, if we can go viral consistently, meaning getting a huge amount of views in a short period of time, this is the best way for us to make the most amount of money very, very quickly. Now, after my years of experimenting, I've been able to crack the code on what goes viral, why content goes viral, and that's allowed us to know how we can go viral over and over again. And what I'm about to tell you about everything I've learned, that's been through studying, testing, failing, winning. And it's got to the point where we're at now, where we can take anyone just like you and help them go viral. And by the way, what I'm going to fill you in on are actionable methods for you to actually use. None of my methods are based on, say, theory. They're all based on real results, real testing. And this is what's going to save you months and months of time so you can create content that goes viral more, which means you should be able to make a lot more money and a lot faster than you have been. And just quickly before I get into everything and everything I'm going to teach you, even if you just take one thing from this video, one little thing, and it helps you get more views and make a little bit more money, I want you to tell me in the comments what was helpful in the video, maybe what you liked, or maybe you have a question. Write it down below. I'll give you the answer. I'll help you out. Okay, so I'm going to break down every step as clearly as possible so you 100% understand me and you can actually use it. And we're going to start with the simple stuff first and get a little bit more advanced along the way. So first I want to talk about algorithms. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, they all get paid more the longer you're on the platform. The more you're on the platform, the more ads you see. The more ads you see, the more revenue they make. It's simple as that. So the platform favors creators that make content that keeps people watching. And typically, if you're making content that makes viewers keep watching, it typically means your content is good and people actually want to see it. So with this in mind, we want to create content that viewers like because it's a win-win for everyone. Viewers are happy and entertained. You get more subs because you're getting higher views. And obviously the platforms are happier because they're making more money. It's a win-win for everyone. And just to fully understand this, I need you to think of platforms kind of like music record companies in the sense of distribution. As long as you do what they want, they're going to push you out there, as long as they obviously get their benefit, which is the ad revenue. Now, with viral content, we need to focus on short form content and short form videos first. That's why TikTok's so big, Instagram's so big. It's the main thing. So to get pushed more from algorithms, we need to first, with the short form content, stop the scroll and grab attention, keep viewers retained and watching the video, and then getting them to watch the rest of the videos you have or rewatch a video. And this leads us how to be effective with all three of these things. So hooks, we're going to start with that. Hooks are the most important part of a video. Stopping the scroll is the most important part of the video. And it's very, very simple that if someone is going through their Instagram or TikTok or anywhere and they're scrolling past and they scroll past your video, they literally can't watch it. And the way that attention spans are fractured now, worse than a goldfish, we need to catch their attention quick. And there's 3 factors to catching attention quick. And we need to be able to hook them very, very quick. So number 1, pattern disruptions. And a pattern disruption is something unusual and it normally makes you go, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. You're breaking their expectations instantly. Like they think something's going to happen and it happens in an unexpected way. And that's how we're going to take them out of mindlessly scrolling. So really with pattern disruptions, we want to interrupt what people may think could happen, either through, say, contrast or change. And the best way to have contrast or change is by doing something that feels a little wrong. So say if I go to drink some water and I start drinking it, but pour it down me, you expect for me to drink it, but something else has happened. And that means it's disrupted the pattern and it makes you to keep watching. It's simple as that. I mean, different ways you can have pattern disruptions is a whip of a camera. maybe a whisper saying something really quiet. That disrupts a pattern because videos are loud. Just loads of different ways that are unusual and viewers don't expect. And the psychology behind pattern disruptions is very simple. The brain ignores predictable patterns, but snaps back into action when a pattern's broken. So anything familiar, your brain forgets, and anything unexpected, your brain takes notice to. Now, what I will say, try do things that shock the viewers, because a surprise makes them remember something more or have a bigger reaction emotionally. I mean, even say little things like having low energy moments isn't going to disrupt the pattern, so be energetic. Now, number 2, emotional or high emotion intensity. This means creating extreme emotion for the viewer because we're trying to get them to have a strong reaction. This is about showing emotion, transmitting that emotion through the screen, and more importantly, how you're making them feel. Now, the psychology behind emotional intensity is emotions are processed faster than they're able to think. So we react to things a lot quicker than we can think about them. I mean, have you seen creators that talk, say, boring and slow, check out my new content, compared to some creators that put a voice on like, I feel so nervous posting this. I know which one people are more attracted to because instinctively, humans are reacting to that. Maybe they think, oh, she's so cute, instead of, oh, she's so boring. Okay? I mean, if we think of it in this way, say you're filming content outside and you go, wait, someone's coming. You're whispering that. That creates an emotion of curiosity. What's going to happen next for the viewer? I mean, some emotions we can create are like lust, excitement, curiosity, fun, rage bait, anger, those type of ones. And this is why I talk about EOV so much. You have to emotionally engage the viewers to grab their attention. So we need to know how we want viewers to feel and how we're going to actually push that in them. Now, number 3, novelty. Novelty is doing something new or seeing something new. And new things work because people want to fill curiosity gaps. The psychology behind it, the human processes, or the human brain, say, processes newer things quicker, either as a threat or reward. So say we were walking through the woods, and with the woods, we walk there, we're going fishing through the woods, we go to the other side, we start fishing for the day, and on the way back, we're walking back. We're going through the path, we made it halfway, it's a little dark. Halfway through, behind us, a bush rumbles, and we hear a little growl. Are we going to keep walking past that, or is our attention being grabbed because we hear something new? That's how I want you to think about it. So with a new, you must avoid any repetition, anything others have seen before as well. I mean, novelty and pattern disruptions can have a bit of an overlap because when seeing something new, it typically disrupts a pattern anyway, but not always. This is not always the case. You know, you can have pattern disruptions without having new things. So we've just gone over the 3 things that are the most important ways to trigger attention. Now, what we need to do with these 3 things is be able to deliver them through the hooks. So with the delivery, how we deliver hooks, there's 6 main ways that I like to engage, say, the viewers. And we can only do this visually or by our senses of hearing. So with hooks, we have visual hooks, motion hooks, text hooks, which is obviously on the screen, talking hooks, sound hooks like a moan, and then we have editing hooks. Obviously, there's a list of a lot more, but these are my favorite ones. So what we've gone through so far is understanding how the algorithm works, so you can take advantage of it. Also, you know, now understand the 3 main ways to trigger attention through the hooks, and now we understand how to actually deliver the hooks. So once we've got them hooked on, we need to think about what happens next. So let's talk about keeping viewers watching the rest of the video and getting them to rewatch the video, watch your other content. Because if we can increase watch time, which is your most important metric, you're more likely to go viral. Let me start by saying this. Retention is 10 times easier if your hooks are good. Because if the hooks are good, people are going to want to watch. There's curiosity built for them to keep watching anyway. So to protect retention, all we need to do from here is start escalating. And when I say escalating, it means building the momentum and energy of the video. So it's getting more intense. You're making the video feel like it's actually going somewhere. So every second feels better and better and better. We can do this by opening new loops, so giving little rewards, having dopamine spikes, avoid repetition, just any ways for us to prevent them from swiping off the video. Then to make the viewer rewatch, it comes down to three main principles. Either they got a reward, so they want to feel the dopamine hit again. There was a huge emotional spike. So say from crazy shock or surprise, you see this a lot with dark humor, or they feel like they've missed something, so they want to rewatch it. That's why, say, your pause videos do so well, because they want to rewatch it to get a dopamine spike or feel like they might have missed something in it. So this rounds up the main principles for you to stop the scroll, make viewers keep watching, and then make them rewatch as well. With these proven principles, if you just apply these, I can guarantee you're going to go viral a lot more. And you don't have to use these all at once. You can pick a mix. You know what? It might be good if I break down some examples so you can fully understand, and I can outline different points as well. So let's get into that. So I've literally just started scrolling through my IG so I can find some viral content. So let's go through these one at a time. So this first one with this girl in the kitchen, 138,000 likes and 7 million views. And this was posted in the last day. So let's go through it. Pattern disruption. Walks into the screen and we see something bouncing. We see the side boob. Not as only is that a pattern disruption, that is novelty as well. That is something we don't see often or we've never seen before with the side boob. And I guarantee if you're scrolling through your typical reels, you've been disrupted. With that, especially with the side boob, what's happened is it's created the high emotional intensity of lust. The viewer might not know it, but maybe their heart rate elevated, or maybe they had a dopamine spike. Then after, the feeling, or say the emotion they feel afterwards, when they process it is, oh, I want to see more. So it's got all three of these actually. The main delivery of the hook was a motion hook as a visual. She walked into the camera. It escalated further and further because there was a jiggle with boob after, jiggle with her ass, and she was around longer. And we wanted to rewatch it because I was thinking, did I actually just see that? Did I actually just see that? So it made me rewatch. So that's video one. Video two, 1.5 million likes, 143 million views. And this is from Naughty Natalie and who else is in this video? Jessie Joe. So instant pattern disruption and novelty. When have you ever seen two girls kissing in a hot tub on your IG reels? Never. Never for me anyway. It's disrupted the pattern. I could be scrolling through something and that is definitely, just it being new has disrupted the pattern. So there's those. The emotion created again is like lust, excitement, see what's happening here. Loads of different ways. Hits all three of these again. The delivery hook was a motion hook of them kissing. The escalation, I wouldn't say there's too much escalation, but the way they have escalated is by carrying on kissing, but also turning the angle so it's more visible. And the rewatch, again, they probably just want to feel the dopamine spike as a viewer. That was hot. Let me watch it again. Now, because of all of these, not only because these have done good, with this video and the last video, yes, you're going to go viral, but because it's created such a strong emotion, they want to see more. It's created the lust where they go, they didn't know they had a dopamine spike. They didn't know their heart rate elevated, but then they process it. Well, that was hot. I want to see more. Maybe they keep watching her other videos, or maybe they just straight sub. Now, video 3, scrolling through my reels, Faith Luna.
Hey, somebody stole my
So
clothes, so I
instant
had
pattern
to
disruption
leave. Is that
because
good?
her makeup, it looks like she's been crying. That's a pattern disruption.
Hey, somebody stole my clothes, so I had to
The
leave. Was
novelty
it
has
good?
been her
What'd
saying
you
someone
think?
stole my clothes. When have we ever heard that before? Again, that's a pattern disruption, but with novelty. The emotional intensity is what the hell has happened. That's the emotion created, like what has just happened. And that's making you process it. So even by that, because of that emotion process, we're going to click on her profile to make sure, is she okay? Let's view her story. Is she okay? Should I send her a message on OF? Is she okay? There's not too much of an escalation, so she has missed out on that. And the rewatchability, I wouldn't really say there's too much, but definitely she's mastered these three. The delivery of hook was a talking hook, and this is 20,000 likes and 3.3 million views. So not as viral as the other two, but very, very viral still, and probably more viral than you've ever gone. Now, this last video is one of my favorite videos. I've had to include this. I've had to include it. 1.8 million likes, 133 million views. It has an instant pattern disruption and novelty. When have we ever seen ghosts this way? The novelty is seeing ghosts on the feed. It's something new. What is really new is where the cutouts are. You can see where the cutouts are. That's novelty. That's very new. You've never seen that before. That has disrupted the pattern because it's so unexpected. Seeing that in our feed is so unexpected, with the eyes, with the cutouts, and this was a theme for Halloween as well. That was such a pattern disruption. The emotional intensity is not only curiosity, not only lust, there's so many different emotions to wonder where this video is going to go. I'd say excitement's in there as well. There's so much emotion. So these three have been nailed perfectly. It's been delivered through a motion hook by walking onto the camera. It's escalating because the rest of the video, they're actually walking towards the camera, shaking their boobs. So there's escalation. It's getting more intense. The rewatchability, did I really just see that? And also the dopamine spike as well. So she's mastered these. I mean, that's why she got 133 million views. But there's some examples. Now let's get back to the rest. Okay, so now I want to talk about formats and going viral consistently with formats and viral formats. Now, if you look at creators that go viral regularly and top creators, what you'll see if you look in depth is a lot of their videos look very similar. And this is because they understand the power of viral formats. Now, a viral format or format in general is just about how the video is structured and how the video is communicated. I need you to think of it kind of like a blueprint, a success template of the structure of the video. This happens, this is what's in it. And a format can be used in any niche, any topic. So that's what I want you to understand first. What I want to break down is the difference between a format and, say, a trend. These stay around for a longer period of time, whereas trends are very, very short. I can show you an example of a format. However, if you go to my YouTube channel, I've got a video on viral formats, and it breaks down everything you need to know about formats and goes through examples. But let's talk about how you actually find formats, because I have a 5-step process on finding and creating formats. So number one, first things first is we need to start researching what's going viral, creators going viral, just everything about viral, what's going viral at the moment, everything that's got over 1 million views, so we can start seeing what's out there. Now, for us to actually class a video type or structure as a format, we need to see 5 videos or 5 viral videos with similar structure. We want to have a list of 10 formats that we come up with, so we have the baseline. Now, number 2, with these 10 formats, we want to start identifying patterns. So we need to see what's happening in videos that are making some perform better than the others, because not all videos are doing the same. So why is this video doing better in the format than that one? And that allows us to know what we need to do and what to avoid doing. Number 3, we need to come up with ideas that we're going to slot in for formats. For each video format, we need to slot some ideas in that are obviously on topic with your branding, your niche. So focus on how you're going to grab attention with the hook and come up with some really good ideas. Once you've come up with the ideas, the 4th thing obviously is make the content. And I recommend making the content individually. And the reason is, if you start batch working content, you don't know what's going to go viral yet. You're not skilled at that. And with the 5th step, every time you release a video, review the results, see how you're going to improve it for next time. Simple as that. Now, the reason you should use formats is because it's going to make life easier for you. You don't have to think about whole video ideas and storytelling structures the whole time. This is giving you ways to slot it in. So you're going to go viral more and you're going to prevent yourself from burning out. This is key. This is key. Remember that. Nuances and performance drivers. So the little things and the little nuances and details always matter. The micro details always matter, because you can copy someone's viral video identically nearly, but maybe you have the lighting off, and that's going to prevent you from going viral. Okay, so with the nuances, there's loads of little details you need to focus on to help with virality. So this could be lighting, background, video quality, aesthetics, facial expressions, body language, the way you're talking. All these little nuances add up to if the video is going to perform better. But I'm not going to go too much in depth with nuances, because there's something a little bit more important, and that's your performance drivers. So your performance drivers kind of start off as nuances, But with performance drivers, these are things that directly impact the engagement of the video, if the bad or the worse. The worse, sorry, or the better. And it's taken me years, probably 3 years to come up with a decent list of performance drivers. And I'm going to give you them for free. So this is what you want to kind of have a checklist of for your videos, especially as an OF creator. So you want to hint sexuality, not over the top, just, we don't want them to think, oh, I bet she has an OF. Just a little bit of, say, teasing. We want to build tension. So we want them to feel, oh, what's going to happen next? We want to have cleverness, and that's about, say, smart and unexpected. So linking two topics together. We want absurdity. So that's just crazy, stupid. And then direct engagement. You're not talking to your social media audience and your following as us, we. It's me and you. It's a one-to-one conversation. Me and you. Okay, so there's some performance drivers that you can use. You can actually make a list of different ones, but you've got to do a lot of analyzing if you're going to make to. But this has covered the 20% of things which are going to get you 80% of the result. So these 20% of things is what's going to get you the most viral. So as long as you understand, say, the algorithm, how to grab attention with hooks, with pattern disruptions, emotional intensity, novelty, and delivery, how to keep viewers watching the video by escalating, how to keep viewers rewatching that video or your other content, the power of viral formats, and then how important nuances and performance drivers are. This is what's going to get you the most results. Just mastering all of these things, I mean, the sky really is the limit. You can go massively viral just with these. And this is your main core that you should be building your foundation on. And if you do these right, you're going to get a huge amount of views and a huge amount of subscribers and that huge amount of inflow of subs. So you're just making more and more money. Now, for the ones who haven't made it to this point, I know they're going to be the ones that are unsuccessful. They're the ones who are looking for quick, easy, low energy answers, low quality. They're the ones who are going to be failing. But for you, since you've made it this far, I want to give you a few bonuses. And with the bonuses, I want to give you the best shot at success, the best shot at going viral. And just quickly before I go through the bonuses, I want you just to go down to the comments and just leave me a comment if any of my teachings have been of value to you, because that lets me know it's something you want to see. And also, it helps my video a little. Okay, so the bonuses. First of all, ideation. Believe it or not, ideation is where most creators fail and struggle on. Coming up with good ideas is like a muscle. The more reps you do, the muscle's going to get stronger. Simple as that. And yes, your ideation and the reps might start off weak, but it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, there's 5 things you want to do when ideating. Number 1, come up with the craziest ideas. The craziest ideas you can think of. You can always actually limit them after. Just come up with the ideas. You always want to come up with as many ideas as possible, really 10 to 20 ideas per video you actually create. So you've got a whole bank of ideas to go back on and test with, really. Number 3, always include popular topics. I know it's obvious, some people forget. Stay tapped into pop culture. 4, with that bank of ideas you had, you want to rank the ideas from, say, best to worst. Create the best ones first, and then you got ones to play around with as well. And then the last thing, when ideating, the most important thing, you need to think in the perspective of, say, people who don't know you. Is this idea so good, it's going to make a random person watch the video? Now, bonus 2. This is a short one about going mega viral. And this is about generalizing. And this is simply explained as, we want to make content with a universal appeal. Not just people enjoying your niche. People from anywhere can enjoy everything. Now, bonus 3, we spoke about it a little earlier, and that's effect on viewer, the EOV. We need to know how we want viewers to feel, what emotion we want out of them, and how we're going to actually make them feel. What nuance or performance driver are we going to implement to make that emotion out of them? Okay? Very important bonuses there. So I've given you years, literally years worth of actual knowledge that's going to help you go more viral. From now on, there's no more delays, no more getting low views, no more low subs, and you're going to get more subs in and increase your earnings. If you want more depth on virality or even how to make more on OF, just go through my YouTube channel. I've got loads of videos on there that are based on real testing. No theory, real testing, then if you want, say, industry secrets, I've got a Telegram channel below. Look, I'm not going to spam you. I just want to give you real source. Go to the comments, or it's not in the comments, description. Join the Telegram. You're going to get secrets. Now, for the few that want to be mega successful, just send me a DM at ArdenBliss1. We may have an opportunity for you to partner with us where we can really blow up your OF. But for now, stay hungry.